Hey everybody, welcome to our channel, Living in Richmond with Rachel and Liz. We are local real estate agents and we are excited to be here. We post every week and we have entertaining and useful content for you. Today I'm going to be talking about 5 reasons to invest in real estate. It will be quick and fast and not boring, promise. So the first reason you want to invest in real estate is obviously cash flow. So from an investor's point of view, if you are thinking about a rental and having tenants, then obviously cash flow is the difference between the money that you collect every month and the expenses that you have to put out. The best properties are positive cash flow properties, clearly. And Richmond, Virginia is a wonderful place to come for 4 reasons. We have a diverse economy. We are not dependent on one particular industry. We have a strong job market. We have a strong appetite for rentals. People are interested in rentals and looking. And we have relatively great prices on housing, still affordable housing compared to a lot of places in the country. So cash flow is the first reason. Obviously, there's a lot to it. This is just an introduction, but yes. Cash flow. Number 2, the second reason to invest in real estate is to be in a positive equity situation. So equity is the difference between what you owe on the house and what the house is worth. So if you think about your loan as a package, it's the part of your package that is actually paid for. So the goal is to build equity, and it's a long-term process for most of the people that purchase. So there's a couple of different ways to build equity faster. The first one obviously would be to bring as large of a down payment as you can bring. And if you can bring 20%, then you can obviously avoid the mortgage insurance. You can avoid wrapping your closing cost into the loan. Do your best to pay cash for those things. Obviously, it's workable if that needs to happen, but it would be better for the long haul to keep that out. You can clearly and wonderfully and easily pay a little bit more every month. Everyone should do this. The returns at the end of your life of your loan are amazing. I would recommend if you pay your mortgage electronically that you let them know you would like this extra to go to the principal so it won't go to the interest. You can refinance for a shorter loan period. And you can always be aware to try to avoid cashing out. They're going to tell you, go ahead and cash out. Money is cheap. But in 10 years, when you owe $50,000 more on your house, you may not be able to remember what you did with that money. So it is better to avoid that cash out option unless it's absolutely necessary. A couple different things you can do with equity, if you should need to, would be a home equity line of credit. With that, you could do home renovations or unfortunately, if you had a medical emergency, that would help, or any other life emergency. It is there for you. You do pay a little higher interest rate on that than a mortgage, but lower than typical credit card. The third reason that you want to invest in real estate is for capital appreciation. So capital appreciation is the difference between what you paid for the property and what you could currently sell it for. Real estate is the type of investment that builds and grows larger as time goes by and as it is maintained longer. So that is part of long-term generational wealth that has been a part of so many people's plans and still working today. A couple of caveats to that are you are going to have to keep up with your home as far as maintenance and upgrades go. We deal with this all the time when we talk with sellers that have not paid attention, and then we're in a word called deferred maintenance, which is never great when you go to sell. And the other thing that we have to assume is that the area around your neighborhood and your house is appreciating and your neighbors are keeping up with their property as well. The fourth reason to invest in real estate is because it can be a hedge against inflation. So if we were to look at a chart right now and it were to have 2 lines on it, and one would be inflation and one would be the value of property. The property values follows the curve of the inflation. So this is a wonderful opportunity for investors to be able to maintain and keep their property and actually realize more for them because of inflation changing the circumstances on the outside, but that loan remains the same. And so the other advantage to this is that real estate is a longer term process. So market fluctuations come and go, but if people tend to hold it for the long term, it still works out. The fifth reason and the final reason today that we're going to talk about investing in real estate would be for tax benefits. So owning a home provides significant financial and tax benefits. And so as you head into tax season in the spring, keep your eye on that prize and do all you can to lower that tax burden. You can obviously write off the interest from your mortgage. You could write off the interest from your home equity line if you had one. You can write off property taxes. You can write off capital gains. You can write off home improvements if you work at home. And you could write off potentially needful renovations as far as if they were medically induced, like a ramp outside of your house or making the home more handicapped accessible. I don't think that they're going to count renovating your kitchen because you want stainless steel. Thanks for tuning in today. Rachel and I are posting every week. We are so excited. We are here. We receive calls, texts, messages every day from people just like you, and we are excited and passionate about helping. Thanks again. Y'all have a great day. Pause. I am having some pause that. Could not remember.
Oh, wait.
The white button.
That's it. I did it. Okay. Never mind. Start over.